Welcome back to the reality, guys. I'm your host, Billy Blinks, joined as always by my co-host Brian.
Hello, everybody.
We're back to talk MILF Manor 2. This is episode 5, How to Lose a MILF in 10 Days. Make sure you are liked, subscribed on here, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all of our social medias. Everything is at the reality, guys. Check out our merch store in the links. Rep your reality. I love if you're a cast member or somebody interviewed with us, go check it out. Like I said, love everyone take your pictures. We've had some people send us some pictures of them wearing their stuff. So love to see you guys post it on, tag us on in any kind of social media.
Sure.
But yeah, how to lose a MILF in 10 days, Brian. This was a good episode. I thought, we actually kind of saw some progressions. We are seeing some pairs. We are also seeing some coming conflict and some competition for some of our MILFs. And also we had two more guys show up, which really has put the odds really against any of the guys there. So, Brian, kind of what's your takeaway from this episode?
I enjoyed it. I like that they try to they like butter them up with a little beach trip, and then they're like, "Hey, by the way, here's two dudes on jet skis." And I just thought that it was funny that the young guys are the most afraid by these new guys coming in, and just like, well, he fell in the water, so like he's definitely I have an edge up on him. I was like, the
This
girls are in
was
control. No matter what happens with the guy can come in like on like a Pegasus, and it's their decision.
this was very Bachelor franchise-esque where they were
Yeah,
getting gatekeeping the house
yeah, we
and
can't let him. Don't make him feel
Chris,
welcome.
don't let them get comfortable at all. It's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna like not let them sleep? Like, come on, man.
Chris is
Again,
gonna MMA them.
well, Chris pushing for Barbie pretty hard this episode. Jacob's still interested, but Jacob really sitting back too much, man. I have a feeling they're teasing some sort of conflict next week, and I don't really think there's anything that anyone has done, frankly, other than just like pursuing the same person that would be, kind of a justification for Jacob to be mad at Chris at the end of the episode.
I completely agree, dude. This is a dating show. This isn't like this isn't a sitcom. This is like they're on the show for a reason. And like he's like, well, I kissed her 4 hours ago, and the young guy's like, oh my god, I can't believe it. And it's like, dude, they were kissing each other all the time in other shows. Like sometimes like back to back to back to back. Have you ever watched Love Island?
Yeah, no, it's crazy. And we didn't mention the two guys. Two new guys are with the Sam and Christian, right?
No, Connor and David.
Connor and David. Oh, Sam and Christian. I have something different. Two new guys, Connor and David. Yeah, they're uncle. They also the guys were a little annoyed by that it wasn't a father son. And I guess I could understand that gripe per se. And just you couldn't find one more father son. But they brought these guys in for a reason. They're both tall. It seems like they're willing to get into the mix and being handsome and the old guy having game. We did see some connection going on there with Christina and what's it David, Connor and David.
Yeah, I was really confused. I thought they just picked women to go on this double date, but they didn't really like they just kind of were swapping. I felt like it didn't. I kind of was having. I was like, did I write the things down wrong when I took notes on this? But the kissing the thigh was funny. Gotta
Oh my,
add that. Like when I was that would be an awesome like singles like Jenga piece that I'm annoyed I never thought of in my life.
you get it back to me. I'm gonna kiss her butt. Bite her
Oh
butt.
yeah, dude. Joey is just
It was funny.
that's how he
Joey
makes
was one
Team
at the end of
Wars.
the episode being like, "Oh, I know what's going to go down tonight." It's like, dude, stop it. Stop big pouring gasoline on this thing. There's nothing here right now. You don't need to make a TV moment.
The end of this episode was really showing me that a lot of these guys to me don't get as many like they think they're a lot better with girls than they actually think they are. Is
Yeah,
how
no,
it
they
took it.
talk about they have a bunch of game, and again, you can have a what they would call a high body count, but that doesn't mean you actually
Yeah.
have a lot of game per se.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I don't know, just made me laugh. But hey, I think it'd be fun drama, honestly, for as a viewer. Not for them, but good for us.
Some pairs to discuss. Obviously, we talk about Stacey and Crystal. Crystal being a little concerned with Stacey's lack of speed with intimacy, but he's been pretty clear, and especially in his confessionals, that he's been taking his time post being divorced. He doesn't rush into things. I think he's taking the right approach. I think also this guy's got bigger fish to fry with the reconciliation with his son.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Crystal's the right mix for that situation right now.
No, I'm very interested to see how next week goes with the preview, how like where it's going to go from there. But I agree.
I,
I'm kind of on his side with this.
and I think Crystal is great. I don't really have crazy issues, even though she did get a little competitive right away in week
Yeah,
one. I just think that if she takes it personally and leads to conflict, you're putting this guy in a weird spot when he's already in kind of a heightened
yeah,
emotion state,
exactly.
right? So I think they need to be a little bit careful there. We talked about last week, but now we're kind of highlighted again and verbalized Kelly Mack and Darren. Really interested to see where that goes. That does seem like a really good pair, and does not seem like Kelly Mack, at least from this episode, went for either of the new guys, right? So it seems like for right now, Darren's pretty safe with that to at least get a pursual going.
Isn't it ironic that Kelly is involved with like every other Kelly, blonde Kelly, like all
Yeah.
the she's like in every situation now. I feel like we're just getting too much. I want to see the other people on the show.
The morning the yeah, getting picked for every double date or every single they really do put her in. That's the part with the producers I feel maybe a little bit involved, just making sure she's involved because she knows the game, right? And she kind
Exactly, and that
of moves things along.
that was my fear of her coming on the show. Is like she's just so much. Like I don't know. I still love like Anthony and Lynette.
Oh, that's my next point. The morning after with Anthony was
Yeah.
really funny because you have your son there and have it, obviously, even if they weren't fully intimate, even if they were semi-intimate, having to be there the next morning as he leaves the bedroom is pretty
You
fun.
love it. I loved how they're shaking hands in the morning when they see each other. He's like, "I just washed my hands. They're wet from washing my hands."
Guys, you say I wash my hands. I swear to God, I'm not gross. I was like, this guy's
I just love that old like those old guys are like shaking hands in the morning when they see each other. It just made me laugh a lot. I thought that was really funny. Just those little subtle things, like the difference in age of people, because we're like in the middle. I mean, obviously we're closer to the young guys, but like some of the things that they are like doing, I can like relate to both sides. Like, so I've seen it.
it's crazy. Um, I think, like I said, I think what I'm interested about this season now, Brian, is there's still nobody eliminated. There is no talk of that.
It looks like next week.
Yeah, bringing two more guys in. I'm very curious how many they're going to cut next week.
I hope they don't get rid of and get rid of any of the women. I want like because they're not gonna get rid of Kelly. Like we're gonna see just more of Kelly. I want to see less of Kelly.
No, I want to see some of the guys go. I think all the women should be safe. That's the whole idea. The MILF Manor, like they should be there. But I think we do need to cut. I'd say like three pairs, maybe.
Oh wow.
Well, there's a lot, man.
Yeah.
Adding another pair, really, we need to get them onto almost equal numbering. We said we're 5 episodes in, probably out of 10.
Mhm.
It's not a lot of time to play around with. You're thinking by the time they get to a finale, each person should only really be between two, right?
Yeah.
So
Like we haven't seen a confessional from Ashley, I feel like in 2 weeks.
that is a
That's
very
Jacob's dad. Like there's so many people we haven't seen.
they don't feature everybody super well, and I'm curious to see if like maybe their storylines come later, or we
Yeah,
end up
hopefully.
seeing some of them go home, and that they just didn't invest because they knew they were going early in the edit. So
Yeah, I feel like we get a lot of Chris, a lot of Kelly, a lot of Jacob at the moment. Joey's just biting butts. We didn't get a lot of Darren this week. He had like one or two liners. Didn't get
we
a
get
ton
a
of.
decent amount of Barbie.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with any scene. I just want to see less of Kelly. Like, please,
How
just
many
have
times
other
can you
people
say
in
that in
there.
the review?
Yeah, I mean, and she can come
Typical.
back and rip me if she ever comes on. But I mean, it's just
Oh
like,
my God. She'll be like, so why don't you like me?
yeah, you don't like the disco mommy? It's like
Disco
I want to see
mommy.
everybody. Like we've watched so many shows. I just want to see some equal screen time, at least a little bit of people before they disappear.
I feel you. I think it's a pretty fair request, honestly.
Mhm.
Um, Overall, though, those are I think the main points here for this episode. Season plugging along. Like I said, we're probably here at the halfway point. Check out some of the cast interviews that we've already done for this season. We're hoping to do a few more at least. So any of the cast members watching, shoot us a comment. let us know if you're interested. We definitely will reach out to you if you let us know that you're down. You can ask your friends who have done it already. Promise it's fun.
Mm.
So like I said, check us out on TikTok, check us out on Twitter, check us out on Instagram, check out our thread list in our description below for all of your Reality Guys merch. But for myself and Ryan, thank you so much for watching. Peace.